So meditation and how I found out about it, how I got curious about it. Well, from a young age, like I think most people, you watch films from martial arts to Star Wars, and you see these stars, these heroes in the film, um, and even sometimes the bad guys actually in the film. You see them when they'll go off and they'll kind of do a little bit of meditation, and then they'll be able to have such tranquility and such calmness in battle. And the Chicago Bulls' great coach Phil Jackson, when Michael Jordan won the championships, their coach Phil Jackson, he was one to bring in meditation and mindfulness to the team. And at that time, 1991, 96, I was a young guy in high school, and to hear meditation coming into my favorite sport, basketball, made me extremely excited about it, and something that I knew at some point in my life I need to access. But I didn't really find a way to access it. I didn't really find anyone that I knew who did it. But of course, the internet is just a place you can find out about so many things, and I was able to watch videos about meditation and about how you might want to get into mindfulness and what benefits it might give you. But then also the app Headspace is what I was using. I found it to be extremely beneficial. But at first I just felt like I was just bad. Like I felt so bad at meditation because I just couldn't not think about the next job I had to do, or the next chore I had to do, or the next person I had to call or text. Just life stuff. It would always come into my mind when I'm trying to not think about anything. And I've been meditating now for around about 5 years, give or take a few months. And I would say that it's definitely something that has given me a lot of tranquility. It kind of, when life gets a bit hectic for me, it's kind of a bit foggy and it's hard to see your way and it's easy to get distracted. So what I find meditation brings me is a calmness that it lifts that fog, and it allows me just to see a bit clearly in terms of what my goal is and what the most, I guess, the most important thing that I need to do is. So it definitely gives me, I guess, what I need to make a more correct decision. I think it's no fluke that, when you're upset, you need to take breaths, and your body makes you take breaths. And I think meditation and it really helps you to breathe. And when you're calm and when you're serene, it helps you to make better decisions than when you're upset. So I guess that's been the biggest thing for me in times of crisis, and but also not just to do it when I'm unhappy, but also just to meditate when I'm my best self. I think that's also a good practice to get into. And like I say, it just lifts the fog. It makes it clear. And I think for anyone who wants to get into it, that's for me one of the biggest tools that you can use that's at your disposal. And it's not expensive. Like I said, all the ways that I got into it were just demanded an internet connection. And from that, been able to read books about mindfulness and meditation and find out a little bit more about it. And I would say that now, in this kind of time that we're living in, it's I think very important to be aware of our surroundings, to tune into our feelings and our thoughts, and and I think meditation can really, like I say, add that clarity that I think we all need in our life when we've got a lot of things going on, and that can only, in my opinion, be a benefit to us all, especially when, like I say, there's so many things going on. It's nice just to be able to have the guidance to focus on the things that matter to you. And that's why I think meditation is something that I would recommend to anyone. And just don't be too hard on yourself when you first start, because it's not easy to not think about anything. But just give yourself time. Sometimes even go with the thought if it pops into your head, and be like, right, okay, it's there, and maybe just focus on the sound or something else that's around you that just makes you aware of the present and not thinking about something that's happened or gonna happen. That's I guess what I'm still learning, but it's good to learn that.